It's Dean Chronicles. Ready for laughs and cheers? Oh, wait, he is alone now. Dean's a geezer, that's all. Find out more on the Dean Chronicles. Tune in, don't delay. Dean will try and make your day. Oh, poor Dean. R.I.P. Martin. Chapter 16, The Woofder. Dean stumbles out the pub alone, pissed up. He squints at the night like it's done something wrong.
Christ, I'm seeing double. 2 moons? Nah, wait. One's just the glowing arse of a taxi with its fog light stuck on.
He shuffles along the street, belly grumbling. He clocks a greasy burger van up ahead, glowing like a holy beacon.
Ooh, yes, dirty cow burger time.
He lumbers up to the window, licking his lips. The burger van bloke nods at him.
What'll it be?
Your filthiest burger, extra sauce, no salad. I'm not a healthy twat.
The bloke nods, gets to work. Dean takes the burger as soon as it's wrapped and legs it.
Oi, £6, mate.
Dean, mouth full, running away.
Wanker should have charged me before.
Dean disappears into the night, chomping and chuckling. He stops in the middle of the street, unzips and starts having a piss.
Ah, nature's way. Fuck it, I don't care.
He sighs, relaxing, then suddenly winces in thought.
Ah, shit, the flat's a fucking mess. Martin would have had a fucking fit right now.
A flamboyant voice cuts through the night.
Oh, Dean.
Dean turns his head midstream. Luke is standing there like a disco peacock, sparkly jacket, eyeliner, tight trousers, classic bloody woofer.
I've just heard from your brother. Martin's gone. You must be devastated. Do you need some company tonight?
Dean zips up and stares at Luke.
Well, I need someone to sort my flat out.
Luke beams, thinking he's in. Sachets beside him.
That's what you call a slow burn seduction.
Dean collapses onto the sofa and passes out like a tranquilized bear. Luke flits around like a sparkly housemaid, scrubbing, fluffing cushions, lighting candles. The next morning, Dean wakes up, hair wild, dry mouth.
What the hell?
He sits up. The flat looks immaculate, like something out of a showroom.
Bloody hell, that's pretty good. For a woofder.
Dean thinks to himself.
Maybe this woofder can stay here for a bit.
Dean then notices Luke stands nearby with a cup of herbal tea, smiling sweetly.
Morning, sweet cheeks.
Dean grunts. He has now sprawled himself on the sofa like a dying king.
I'm starving like I've just crawled out of a trench in Nam. Go get me some tiger bread, then make me a sandwich, thick slices, and don't skimp on the butter or cheese.
Luke perking up like a puppy in heat.
Sure thing. I could become your new lover, you know.
Dean then sits up again, just enough to glare.
Shut the fuck up, you bloody fucking woofder. You can be my sidekick, not my shag. There's a difference. Sidekicks bring sandwiches. Lovers bring drama and crabs.
Luke grins like he's just won a cuddly toy at the fair.
Got it, boss. One tiger bread adventure coming right up.
Dean waves him off like a tired monarch. Luke skips out of the house humming some god-awful show tune. Later, the front door slams open. Luke returns triumphantly, holding a paper bag like it's Excalibur.
Behold, I have returned, Sir Dean of Sandwichshire.
Dean eyes the bag. You got the tiger bread, right?
Yeah, of course.
Luke hurries along and makes Dean's sandwich. Luke hands him the sandwich like it's gold-plated. Dean takes one bite, pauses, then promptly spits the whole lot straight into the kitchen sink with the force of a water cannon.
What in the name of pickled bollocks is this?
It's sourdough. They were out, so I got sourdough. Thought it'd be a bit more rhizomatizel.
Rizo what?
You know, fancy, bougie, European, like bread with an arts degree.
Fuck your fancy European shit. Seriously, sourdough? I asked for tiger bread, not this hipster horse shit. This tastes like regret wrapped in pretension.
It's meant to be artisan.
It's meant to be bread, not a fucking yoga instructor in loaf form. Christ, my tongue feels like it just got mugged in Shoreditch.
Dean stands up and delivers a slap. Not violent, just dramatic, like a Victorian aunt fainting at bad news. It echoes like a cartoon symbol.
You sparkle sponge. Next time if they're out of tiger bread, you break into the back and bake one, got it?
Luke holding his face, slightly aroused.
Got it, boss.
Dean phone goes off with a message from Pinston. Need help, mate? Meet at co-op.
I'll be out for a while, you woofder. Clean up the kitchen.
Dean barges into the flat a couple of hours later, sweat-soaked, wild-eyed, and dragging one arm like it's recently been through trauma. He's got what looks like oil, mud, and at least one suspicious brown smear on his shirt. He drops his keys with a grunt.
Never again. Never again. Am I helping Pinston? He popped down the shops, he said. That bastard's chair lost a wheel halfway across the co-op car park. Had to tow him back with a mop handle and blind rage. I'm half man, half hernia now.
Dean then notices something off. He stops, sniffs. The air smells like candy floss and varnish. He turns toward the living room. His pupils dilate. The entire room is violently, unapologetically pink, like the kind of pink that belongs on novelty vibrators, haunted Barbies, or cursed milkshakes.
Why does it smell like a flamingo's asshole dipped in nail varnish remover and shame?
Luke bursts in, grinning, wearing paint-stained dungarees and pink Crocs with glitter skull charms. He wields a dripping roller like a weapon forged in the fires of fabulous hell.
Ta-da! While you were off rescuing Pinwheel Pete, heroic by the way, I thought I'd surprise you. Gave the lounge a glow-up. Doesn't it feel softer now? Like a hug. But from inside your eyes...
You painted the flat to look like a flamingo exploded during Pride Week.
It's called Pink Passion Fruit with a subtle raspberry bloom. It was on a blog called Camp and Cozy.
It looks like a unicorn shit itself mid-breakdown.
It's energy work, color therapy. You're surrounded by serotonin now. Feel the healing, Dean. Breathe in the blush.
Dean sniffs and gags.
That smell's not healing. It's like someone melted a Barbie in a sauna full of air fresheners.
Luke, gesturing proudly to a scented candle on the table.
Midnight Peach and Figgy Redemption. Notes of forgiveness and raw intimacy.
That smells like regret in a bottle, mixed with STDs and sugar.
It opens the room up. Don't you feel the space? It's like Marie Kondo, but drunk.
I feel like I've been throat punched by a mood board.
Still better than the depressing Battle Gray you had before.
It was called Concrete Storm. It had grit.
It had depression, Dean.
I helped one mate in a wheelchair over a pothole the size of Belgium and come home to this. I could have died out there, Luke. Got taken down by a snail. A big one. It looked at me funny.
But now, you're safe, you're warm, you're surrounded by love and magenta euphoria.
One more euphoric decision from you and I'm painting you gloss beige and mailing you to IKEA.
Dean trudges into the kitchen, muttering to himself, the sound of the kettle dripping and a single light flickering like it's also given up on life. He opens the cupboard with a grunt, shoves aside a cereal box, a first aid kit, and a novelty mug shaped like a boob before triumphantly pulling out a near-empty bottle of whiskey.
Come to Papa.
He unscrews the cap with his teeth, pours a generous measure into a chipped pint glass, ignoring the faint smell of washing-up liquid, and saunters into the lounge like a man returning from war. Dean collapses into the sofa, legs spread, drink in hand, crisps balanced on his knee. He grabs the remote with the solemnity of a priest lifting a Bible.
Right, time for hardest geezer, real telly, blokes in pain doing stupid shit for honor, just what the soul needs, especially after my time on the show.
He clicks the remote. Instead of a sweaty man running through the Sahara or punching a crocodile, the TV bursts to life with a booming orchestra and a line of miserable Frenchmen in waistcoats singing, "Do you hear the people sing?" Dean squints at the telly.
What in the actual bollocking bollocks is this?
He clicks again. Now it's Grease. Again, the Phantom of the Opera. Again. Now it's The Sound of Music and Julie Andrews is frolicking with a vengeance. Dean blinks in horror.
Where's my hardest geezer? I want blokes in mud, not high notes and waistcoats.
Luke enters, jazz-handing into the room, wearing a glittery shawl, gold slippers, and what appears to be eyeliner and lip gloss. He twirls dramatically, ending in a bow.
Ta-da! Welcome to musical mode. I've reprogrammed the telly. From now on, only musicals. Non-stop, sparkle-streamed, jazz-handed, you're welcome.
Dean slowly turns toward him like a predator, hearing rustling.
You what?
No more war documentaries or muddy blokes crying about marathons. Only joy, emotion, and the human spirit expressed through song and over-the-top choreography.
I don't want joy, I want the hardest geezer. I want to see a bloke get heat stroke while chewing raw protein powder.
You need healing. You need drama, tears, and tap shoes. Musicals are soul food. You've been living on rage and monster munch.
Dean, looking back at the telly as Jean Valjean starts crying in HD.
I swear to Christ, Luke, if I have to watch one more emotional Frenchman in a corset belting at the sky, I will throw myself out the window and take you with me.
You're resisting joy. That's called toxic masculinity.
No, that's called, I didn't ask for High School Musical to hijack my evening, you sequined menace.
It's synced across all platforms. I used an app, Broadway Baby Mode. Blocks non-musical content across streaming, Freeview, and even YouTube. It's genius.
That's not genius, that's terrorism. You've turned my lounge into a hostage theater.
He jabs the remote, panicking. Nothing changes. Luke spins and leaps onto the armrest like a smug elf. Luke starts singing.
I dreamed a dream in times gone by.
I dreamed a dream where I had my own house, a telly, a whiskey, a bit of peace. You've turned my night into a bloody jukebox from hell.
Just lean into it. Let the music move you. The revolution will be sung.
The revolution's about to be me snapping this remote in half and shoving it where the sun don't jazz hands.
Luke, now grabbing a hairbrush as a mic.
Don't cry for me, Dejan Winchester. The truth is, I never liked football.
Dean stands up wild-eyed.
I'll say this once nicely, turn it back.
No.
Fucking turn it fucking back now.
Luke spins around and around.
Never.
Fine. Next musical that plays, I'm bringing out the switchblade, and I'm gonna reenact Sweeney Todd, but I ain't singing a word.
A pause. Then on screen, Mamma Mia starts. Pierce Brosnan begins to sing.
Right, that's it.
Dean slowly places his whiskey on the side table like it's made of crystal and dreams, then storms across the room.
Ooh, this is the bit where Meryl sings in dungarees. It's transcendent, Dean.
Nope, just fucking nope.
Dean charges forward, scoops Luke up like a glitter-covered sack of chaos, and hurls him straight into the telly. There's a crack, a flash, and a shower of rainbow sparks as the screen shatters on impact. Luke's voice muffled, dazed from inside the wreckage.
I think I just passed through black and white TV.
You're buying me a new fucking telly, Luke.
Dean kicks the remains of the screen, which lets out one last dying Mamma Mia before finally going dark. Luke pulling himself out, glitter in his hair, not angry, just genuinely stunned.
I was just trying to, I don't know, lighten the mood. You've seemed rough lately. I thought musicals might help.
Dean stares at him. The rage simmers, but cools a little.
Woofder. I appreciate the thought, I do. But healing doesn't involve les me. It involves not hearing Russell Crowe sob-sing at me when I'm trying to eat crisps.
Fair. Honestly, his vibrato is traumatic.
Dean plops back down on the couch, eyeing the TV corpse like it might twitch back to life.
I wanted a quiet night, just blokes in mud and bad decisions. Is that too much to ask?
No, you deserve that. I'll get you a new telly, one that can install Broadway baby mode.
And
I won't bedazzle the remote.
Dean raises an eyebrow.
Without asking.
Dean nods, satisfied.
all right. But if I ever catch Andrew Lloyd Webber's ghost in this house again, he's getting an exorcism and a cricket bat.
Luke, now fully upright and dusting off broken HDMI cables, offers a small, sheepish smile. Luke then heads off to bed.
Don't forget new fucking telly tomorrow.
Sunlight filters through the curtains like a hangover apology. Dean shuffles in, shirtless, hair a vertical mess, eyes crusted with the regrets of last night's whiskey and musical trauma. He scratches his belly like a caveman trying to activate fire and stops dead in his tracks. Dean eyes widened.
No fucking way.
In the center of the room, where the crime scene of yesterday's TV explosion still lingers in emotional memory, stands a brand new television. It's massive, obscenely large, borderline unethical. It gleams like Excalibur in Curry's. Dean approaches reverently, circling it like a predator, unsure if it's a trap.
Bloody hell, it's bigger than the last one. It's bigger than Luke's ego. It's beautiful.
He crouches beside it, pressing a button. The screen powers on, displaying a vivid 4K image of a man falling off a rock climber platform while holding a protein shake. Dean tearing up.
Hardest geezer in Ultra HD. You can see his soul leave his body in slow motion.
Dean stands, a hand over his heart.
Maybe he's not a total wanker.
Dean lumbers into the kitchen, still glowing from his telly high. He yawns mid-step and scratches his stomach, absent-mindedly. Then stops, freezes like a war vet hearing helicopter blades. Because there, dead center in the kitchen, is Luke, beaming like a demented elf at Christmas, holding up a monstrosity that should not exist. A matching set of glittery knitted pants and a vest, complete with a unicorn stitched on the front, wings outstretched, and the phrase, "Sassy till I die," embroidered in sequins underneath. The glitter catches the morning sun and scatters it around the room like a disco ball threw up.
Ta-da! Couple goals. I made us matching outfits for Sunday brunch. Sparkles mean confidence.
Dean blinking like a man slowly realizing he's not dreaming.
Are those hot pants?
Yep, with built-in thigh shimmer. It's a yarn glitter blend. Revolutionary, breathable, bold, sexy.
I'm not wearing anything that glitters near my bollocks. That's how I got banned from Butlins and put on the pub watch list in Leeds.
It's soft, Dean, like being hugged by a unicorn. And the vest has sequined nipples, nipple tassels. I made them detachable so you can switch moods.
Dean seizing a chair for balance.
You stitched mood tassels into knitwear.
Of course, the sad ones droop a bit.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine it. Us, walking down the high street in perfect glittery sync, sequins sparkling, the wind in our vests. We'd look like two sexy disco lobsters out for brunch and revenge.
I'd rather walk hand in hand with a live power cable.
Come on, just try them on. For the vibes, for the brunch aesthetic, for Instagram. I've already made the caption. From grit to glitz, Dean and Luke's dazzling debut.
The day I wear glitter on my knackers is the day the Queen rises from the grave, skateboards down the Thames, and knights me for services to Sparkle.
Luke gently, like he's offering a kitten.
She might, you know, you'd be Sir Sparkle Nuts.
Dean, grabbing a dishcloth and swinging it like a weapon.
You've got 5 seconds to back away before I knight you with this tea towel and declare war on your whole fashion line.
Luke panicking but giggling.
Dean, think about your personal brand.
I'm going to couple my boot with your arse, Woofder. 1 for each hot pant leg.
You'll never be brunch fabulous with that attitude.
I don't want to be brunch fabulous. I want sausages, coffee, and a complete absence of sparkle near my sensitive bits.
Luke slowly lowers the hot pants like they're a wounded bird.
Okay, not this time, but the fact that I even offered, that's friendship, Dean.
That's harassment with a glitter trail. I got you the telly, didn't I?
Dean pauses. Damn it, he did. He exhales, shaking his head, and walks over to Luke. He picks up the unicorn vest delicately, like it might bite.
I'm not wearing this, but I will hang it up somewhere out of reach so it can't hurt anyone else.
That's all I ask.
And if I wake up wearing it?
That probably means you passed out and I got bored.
You need a hobby that isn't glitter-based.
You are my hobby, darling.
Dean groans, walks over to the fridge and grabs a cold sausage roll like it's an emotional support snack.
You're lucky that telly's massive, mate. Otherwise, I'd be knitting you a matching outfit with lead lining.
Ooh, kinky.
Dean clips Luke around the head.
Woofder.
Later on, Dean's sprawled on the sofa, finally at peace. The new telly glows with the sweet, beautiful suffering of a man trying to canoe across the Amazon in a shopping trolley. He munches a Scotch egg. He's serene, balanced, almost human. Dean mutters to himself.
This is the dream.
Suddenly the lights dim. A dramatic breeze whooshes through the room from nowhere, blowing in glitter and menace. The music swells, a slow, sultry saxophone. Dean frowned, Scotch egg paused mid-air.
Oh no, fucking no.
From the hallway emerges Luke, in a full-body fox costume. Not a cheap Primark job. This thing has animatronic ears, LED eyes, and a tail that actually wags. He moves in slow motion, like a stripper at a furry convention with too much time and no shame. Luke seductively crawls in, tail wagging like it's possessed.
Come play with me, big boy. Let me be your little woodland temptation.
Dean stares, doesn't move, just watches this happen like he's disassociating from reality.
What the actual fuck?
Luke crawls forward on all fours, tongue out, panting like a horny Beatrix Potter character. He starts making little fox noises, somewhere between a squeak and a mating call played backwards.
Yep, Daddy, I'm your little forest sin. Nope.
Dean springs up, snatches Luke by the scruff of his foxy neck like an exorcist grabbing a demon toddler, and hurls him full force across the room. Crash, thud, drywall agony. Luke hits the wall and goes straight into it like a cartoon. Half of his body is now embedded in the plasterboard, arms flailing, tail twitching wildly. Luke's voice muffled but chipper.
Still worth it.
Dean stalks over, glaring at the fur sticking out of his wall like the world's worst taxidermy project.
You've got 5 seconds to tell me what the fuck that was, before I start playing fox hunt with a cricket bat and a jar of peanut butter.
It was supposed to be a whimsical erotic surprise. I had choreography.
Whimsical erotic, are you having a stroke? Since when does sexy time involve woodland mammals and tail-controlled Bluetooth speakers?
You didn't notice the playlist? It's synced with my butt.
Dean looks down. Sure enough, the tail's LED lights are pulsing in time with the music. It's playing Careless Whisper. Dean turns to the heavens.
God, if you're up there, please smite him just this once. Or me, honestly, surprise me.
If you kill me, the costume's gonna be really hard to get off.
Woofder, I'm gonna bury you in it.
That's kinda hot.
Dean walks away, muttering like a man on the edge.
I'm live with a guy who uses animatronic tails to seduce people. My telly's bigger than my sanity. My snacks are gone. My walls are full of fox.
Still better than musicals?
You know what? I'm not even mad anymore. I'm tired. You've outweirded my anger. That costume, that unholy fox stripper hybrid look, that broke me. Mentally, spiritually, possibly sexually.
Ah, you think I'm sexy?
Dean throws a book at him.
Shut up, forsooth.
Luke giggles and wiggles his stuck tail.
Yep.
The room's quiet now. Luke's still stuck halfway in the wall in his fox costume, snoring softly like a deranged woodland creature. His tail gives the occasional twitch, LED lights pulsing to the beat of a dream no one should witness. Dean's on the sofa, blanket over his legs, whiskey in hand. The telly plays, but he's not watching. His eyes are on nothing, on something far away.
Why the hell do I keep letting him stay?
He sips from the glass, grimaces, not at the taste, at the thought.
Every day it's musicals, sparkles, furries, emotional terrorism.
He glances at Luke still firmly embedded in the wall like the universe's worst art installation.
Could kick him out, should have like 8 disasters ago. But then it's just me again.
A long silence.
Been just me since Martin.
He swallows hard, like the name itself still burns on the way down.
Place got real quiet after that, too bloody quiet. Echoes and ghosts and memories that don't shut up. Luke's exhausting, like living with a glitter bomb that screams, but at least it's not silent.
He glances toward the foxtail dangling out of the wall.
He's a lunatic, a sparkly sequined lunatic.
A tiny smile flickers, the kind you don't admit is real.
But he makes the ghosts shut up, even if just by yelling louder than they do.
Does Dean still hear me? Does he think I'm a ghost? What the fuck? Little prick. I'm the narrator. Dean raises his glass slightly, not much, just a nod, a private toast to no one.
To chaos and company.
He drains the last of the whiskey, flicks off the telly, and throws a cushion over his head. From the wall, Luke sleep mumbling. Yep, cuddle fox. In the morning, Dean stands at the window in his dressing gown, mug of builder's tea in hand, staring out like a war general surveying a battlefield. Outside, 2 pigeons are locked in a brutal death match over a half-eaten doner kebab. One pecks with the precision of a sniper. The other does a weird little spin like it's rehearsed choreography.
And people say nature's beautiful.
Behind him, the new telly glows softly, paused mid-frame on a bloke being chased through a hedge maze by an angry goat. The screen is bigger, sharper. He likes it. Not that he'd ever admit it. He breathes in. The flat is quiet, blessedly, beautifully quiet. The hole in the wall has an oddly shaped fox in it. Then, the front door creaks open.
So I come in peace.
Dean's eye twitches. He doesn't even turn around.
You better have some tools to fix the fucking wall with.
I brought a gift, an olive branch, a peace offering forged in the fires of creativity.
I guess that's a start.
Dean turns slowly like a man expecting to find a demon in a tutu. And there's Luke, grinning like a maniac, proudly holding up a USB stick as if it's the final Infinity Stone.
I made us a theme song.
What, like a jingle?
Not a jingle, a legacy, a banger, a spiritual anthem for the duo no one asked for.
Luke skips over to the telly and plugs the USB in like he's disarming a bomb with vibes.
Behold, the dawn of an era.
The speakers erupt into a chaotic synth beat that sounds like someone threw a kazoo into a tumble dryer. Luke's voice comes through, clearly doing every vocal part. It's the Luke and Dean Chronicles. Ready for laughs and cheers? One's a geezer, one's a woofder. Find out who on the Luke and Dean Chronicles. That bloody woofder thinks he is the new Martin? Tune in, Luke and Dean will make your day. No, this is all wrong. Oh fuck, what was that? Dean is going to explode.
You think you can replace Martin with a fucking theme tune? Our theme tune, just redone.
It's not a replacement, it's a tribute, a fresh start. You're like Batman, I'm like sparkly Jason Todd's Robin.
Dick Grayson's Robin never wrote Batman a song where they snogged and made the other one go away.
Dean launches across the room like an angry gorilla, grabs Luke by the collar with one hand, snaps the USB stick with the other.
Get out, and don't ever come back or I'll kill you, you sparkly woofder!
But wait, there's a remix, it's got a ukulele solo.
Out.
Dean boots Luke out and slams the door. The slam knocks a cushion off the couch, something clatters to the floor behind it. Dean glances over. It's box wrap in newspaper. Dean upwraps the paper and throws it on the floor. It's a VHS tape, brand new. The label reads, Happy Birthday in Martin's handwriting. A sticky note's attached. Happy birthday, Dean. Love you, Martin. Dean narrows his eyes.
What the hell is this shit?
He picks it up, sniffs it like it might explode. Brand new, fresh plastic, not dusty or aged.
Martin made this recently and used VHS? Well, someone's got brains. I don't trust USBs or clouds. Can't hack a bloody tape, can you?
Grumbling, he slides it into the old VHS player. Screen buzzes, static clears. Martin appears alive, chipper holding a cake and beaming.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, fuck off. Not this shit again.
I'm your one and only, your little Marty. Cause a look gon' take her. Come and get her, take up my naughty side. I'll feed you tum-tum, I'll love you tum-tum. frozen foods. I'm your spicy flirt, your naughty delight. I'll even wear the thing you like at night. I'll be your servant, your toy snack. Come here, Dean, I bang my crack. I'll love you forever, even when you fart. It's my guilty pleasure, I'll take care of you through thick and thin. Even when your tiger love is looking slim. So tell me now, how do you like me? Naked on the table, or just like your auntie, however you want me. I'm yours to command, I'm locked in your hubby. You're filthy man, now take me in the bum bum. Happy birthday, Dean.
Shut up! You knew I hated your fucking singing.
Martin grins, blows out the candles, and ends with a heartfelt smile.
Love you, hubby. Hope you have a fab day in my bum bum.
The tape ends. Screen goes back to static. Dean sits there, shaking his head with fury, remote in hand.
I told him every fucking year, don't sing, but no. Wanker made me a birthday VHS with his warbling twat voice on it. Bloody Woofder.
He grabs the tape, considers smashing it, then just shoves it under the couch. As he does, something on the floor catches his eye, newspaper wrapping. Part of it reads, "Experiment subjects needed, £5,000, 5 minutes, no questions asked." Dean picks it up, eyes narrowing.
$5 for sitting still and nodding?
He cracks a smug grin.
Easy fucking money.
Dean already getting up and grabbing his coat, muttering something about whiskey money and tiger bread for life. Dean sits in a suspiciously metallic chair that looks like it was designed by IKEA's evil twin. Shirtless chewing gum, bored as hell. His arms are strapped in. Sensors stuck to his head. A tube full of green liquid is bubbling nearby like it's making radioactive mojitos. A team of white-coated scientists move around with cold efficiency. One is adjusting a dial labeled "Don't touch this."
This it? Just zap me and give me cash, right?
Something like that.
Machines buzz. The green goo starts to pulse. A high-pitched whine starts up that could sterilize a hamster. Dean yawns.
Got zapped harder by my nan's dodgy microwave, smelled like lasagna and fear.
Flash! A blinding burst of light. The chair rattles. Dean's teeth clack. Then nothing. Dean blinks, groggy. A scientist casually walks over and hands him a thick envelope.
All done. Congratulations.
Dean opens it, peeks inside, £5,000 in crisp notes. His entire face lights up like he just got a lap dance from Santa.
Easiest $5,000 I've ever made.
He swaggers out the lab like he's just nicked the jackpot off Bruce Forsyth, tossing a cheeky V sign over his shoulder. Join us to continue the adventures by hitting subscribe. If you enjoyed our exploration, give us a like and share your thoughts in the comments below.